Are you serious? Are you serious? Another explosion, this time China, a gas explosion. And this one is very, very deadly. 25 people are dead, 138 are injured, 37 of those in very critical condition. This is a horrific scene. Nobody saw this one coming in a residential area in China. Let me put a shout out real fast if I could for www.nightsolarlight.com. That's www.nightsolarlight.com. Folks, there's a new article out over in Forbes magazine that reveals that by using predictive analysis, they found a shocking 75% of the United States homes will be broken into by a burglar in the next 20 years, regardless of what neighborhood you live in. That is the national average. I highly recommend that you get some security. And one way to do that would be to get this right here, www.nightsolarlight.com. That's www.nightsolarlight.com. Put these, they're solar paneled, solar charged, no need for batteries, no electrical wires, no installation costs, a very inexpensive way to put some security lights around your home, and they are motion censored. This is incredible, really. They'll send them right out to you. Order several of these, and they got a good Father's Day special going right now. So just go to www.nightsolarlight.com. That's www.nightsolarlight.com. Get 52% off if you click on the link in my description, plus free shipping. This is insane. A call to action, I'm telling you. Get www.nightsolarlight.com. Dad would love this for a Father's Day gift. Easy for him to install and nothing to it. And he'll be happy you thought of it and thought of his security. Okay, now, with all this stuff going on, here we go again. I mean, another explosion. We have a nuclear power plant. Looks like it might be melting down. There's definitely gases, inert gases being released from it that are radioactive. Is this another Chernobyl in China? We're waiting to find out. The authorities are all over it, but we can't seem to get a lot of information out of China. You know how that is. Then we have this massive explosion in Rockton, Illinois, of a chemical plant that has evacuations going on right now. This plant completely is consumed. The smoke, the plume, the fumes, the toxic gas, all of it in the air. It's a very ugly situation in Illinois. And an exploding gas explosion in a residential area right there in China. 25 people are dead. 138 are injured. 37 of those very critical. What's going on here, guys? But this is what Mike from the World talked about. And we've discussed this, that this entire, this entire, it's freezing down under. Oh, by the way, I know. Australia's been hit with one of the deep freeze, massive blizzard, unbelievable cold has hit Australia right now down under. So pray for those folks. You heard me. Massive, massive snow blizzard in Australia. Could it be, you're right, Jerry, could it be cyber attacks? Absolutely. Matter of fact, that's what caused the infrastructure, actually the power grid in Puerto Rico to explode a few days ago was cyber attacks. Did it cause this plant to blow up, this gas explosion in China, or this chemical plant in Illinois, or this nuclear meltdown? Or are we looking at what Mike from the World talks about in these other cases that we're saying today? Is this from the 5 waves of energy, Nibiru, Planet X, Planet number 9, the dwarf star, the goblin? I mean, is this the charged particles from the atmospheric compression and from deep, deep space as this radiation, UV rays, cosmic rays, ultraviolet rays, radiation particles, as this all begins to filter down? What does this all mean Someone's saying also there's an explosion in Russia. Thank you for that update. I'll find out more about that as well. Thank you so much. It's just unbelievable the stuff that's going on right now, guys. You can't keep up with it. And it's happening in so many different levels. The days of the Bible said in the last days, perilous times will come. And that means dangerous times will come for many different reasons. While the world leaders are sitting on the world stage, whether they were at the G7 or over at NATO or over at the European Union, or some of them talking, and of course, President Biden going to meet Wednesday with President Putin. There's a lot of discussions going on with world leaders, and we have a new prime minister now in Israel. There's a whole lot of shaking going on, a lot of prophetic things taking place simultaneously. It's just unbelievable. Someone else says it was a Russian gas, then ours in Illinois. You have the Chinese explosion. You have the Chinese meltdown, what looks like a nuclear reactor. It could be another Chernobyl situation. All this is taking place. I just don't think people understand the danger that's taking place here, that we seem to be in a cycle of it's an atmosphere that is pyrotechnic. Okay, it's like it's ready to blow at any time. I mean, the earth is shaking and quaking. The devil's back is breaking. The atmosphere is quaking. The headlines are aching. It all is taking place simultaneously. The biblical prophecies, flooding going on in India, Mumbai, completely underwater, terrible floodings taking place. And then you have tensions building in the South China Sea with China and the Philippines and Indonesia and Vietnam and Micronesia and Malaysia and Japan and Thailand and just and South Korea, all of them. China acts like they're going to take everybody's little islands. All of this stuff, Taiwan, all of it's happening. Hong Kong is still under oppression. All of this is happening while we still have politicians wringing their hands and fighting with each other in the swamp in Washington, and confusion over the southern border. Kamala in Guatemala. We're getting mixed messages here. A lot of stuff's happening. We don't know what's going to go on next. It seems like that the Bible said that these great signs. Look, the Bible says there'll be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. You got a blinking star now. So there'll be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations with perplexity or just massive confusion. And then you got fake news and you got all these guys running around. So all of this stuff is happening simultaneously. Nobody knows what's really going on. People can't really find the truth. They're looking for the truth. And if you find the truth, which is the Bible, you can't handle the truth. That's what's going on. Everybody's believing a lie. They'll be damned. It's time. The Antichrist is rising. You're in the last days. Men are lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. There's truce breakers. There's covenant breakers. There's spiritual wickedness in high places. There's a troll alert. There's all these things going on simultaneously in these last days. It's time that people give their lives to Jesus Christ. No, I'm still in Indiana. The Russians are coming to visit me tomorrow. I'm going to be doing an interview that's going to be on national television in Russia. It's going to be on Russian TV. They're coming to my home to do the interview tomorrow. We'll let you know more about that. And they've given me permission to the interview to put on my YouTube channel, so you'll be able to see it. It's really cool. We'll be in national television in 120 million homes talking about the climate chaos and the coming of Jesus Christ. I would get to reach 120 homes on national television in Russia, on the largest station out of Moscow. It's going to be incredible. I can't believe it, but they heard our interview on Coast to Coast, and they want to know more about these current events, all of these, the wildfires, the droughts, the famines, the earth's opening up and swallowing, just coming apart, volcanoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, hailstorms, locusts, cicadas, wars, rumors of wars, the sun getting active, exploding, incoming meteorites, asteroids, Planet X, Apophis in 2029, the solar eclipses, the crossing of America, the blood moons, all these things, all these signs, all these events, all these technological advancements, all of these climate chaos situations, all of it, explosion of plants, different things, all of this is bringing us to seriously serious, bringing us to the serious realization that Jesus Christ is coming back. Are you serious? Have you given your life to Jesus Christ? Have you been washed in the blood of the Lamb? Have you been set free from the bondage of sin, the chaos, the catastrophes, the climate, the craziness, the cataclysmic, the coming of Christ?